Welcome to today's video. Notice anything different here? For the first time, we're going to be using the new camera. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's just located my face. Wanted to test it out a little before dusk just to see the color. And already, first time using this, I can already see the camera's going to be a lot better than the previous. Now the previous will still be used as a backup camera, as a camera for ALP videos, or if I'm doing an intro or some video at home, in the studio, the office, I will use that camera. But for the most part, we'll be using this. Got a late coffee. It's a late start. Started a lot later than usual. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to check out. Current temperature 67 degrees. 7:42. It started a little late tonight. Not using a microphone either, so we'll have to see. This is not the official review. It's just kind of the getting started video. So no mic, just using the camera. It's been a long time. We've been hanging out, and now we're using it with a different camera. So it's the start of a new day. It's the first of its kind. Actually, a week ago today, I did 2 videos, and I filmed an arcade tour at the Vintage Vault Arcade, along with the regular walk and talk. I had my older camera. The picture was totally off, and the videos, both of them, unfortunately, were filmed incorrectly, where everything was brighter than it should have been, and it was in manual mode. So every CRT TV, for example, was flashing. And I watched a previous time that I was there, and it wasn't doing that. So my apologies on that. I completely screwed up both of those videos. So lesson learned, but shouldn't happen with this. I am hoping that the mic on here is good enough. I got an ambulance behind me. I got a car in front of me. There's noise happening. We'll see if it registers. I do like the zoom though. And I like the fact that when I'm talking, I don't have to like pause like I did with the other one. My voice should be fine. We're going into GameStop.
I like Deadpool too much not to get the X-Force version of it.
There's not just one Punisher. There's 2.
Yeah, this is the one I got for you. So
we got Punisher. Bob was telling me that shoots missiles out.
Missiles out of the mouth. Missiles are in the upper right corner there.
And it's $39.99. Do they have the blue one too?
No,
or is it just...
they only made them in pink. Maybe they'll do like a collector's edition later of the blue one. I'm glad they didn't do the blue one, because then I would have been forced to buy it. Because I love the Simpsons.
I don't know where I'm going to put this, but it was something that if I came across it, I would get it. I wasn't going to go out of my way to try to, just like go to store. I said, if it shows up at this GameStop or the one near Mayfair Mall, I would pick it up. And it was in Waukesha. So future unboxing, we got it. It's probably the thumbnail. So knowing, clicking on this video, the fact that I got Punisher, we got it. Also, the best part about this is I only have 2 other McFarlane. They're both the black suited Spider-Man. They're both this size, so it's not like I have any of the smaller ones. At least they'd be able to be paired together and not. It's like having an XL next to like the original MK Legacy or the Street Fighter 2 Legacy. They're all going to be kind of lined up the same size. So we got them.
Beat up, right? And then this one I'm going to leave sealed.
I had no idea those.
Yeah, She-Hulk's one of my favorite characters. Like, I love She-Hulk, I love Dr. Doom, so,
That is cool.
Yeah.
Official picked up Frank Castle, and from what I hear, there's a lot of good stuff showing up, in the fall season. So seeing that She-Hulk is cool. That GameStop is starting to get those in, so something to look for. All right, now I do have 2 different options with, I'm going to call this a joystick. I can zoom in right on that target, or on the touch screen, I can hit something, and I'll do this now, that instead of zooming in, it will actually move this up or down. So I was kind of having a little bit of trouble with that at GameStop, kind of wondering like, why am I not zooming in? So it's nice that I can do this manually with my thumb, instead of moving my moving around like this. And when I do this, the gimbal moves. So just getting used to it. Also, I have a playback where I can watch some of the videos, and for the most part, without having the mic on, I can hear pretty good. And there's a volume control where I can crank this. So fingers crossed, I won't have to use the mic. I'm just not used to keeping a wireless microphone on me when I'm out. But you know, going somewhere like let's say there's a anime fest, 414 anime 414, something like that, where we're in a large expo, I might want to put that on because of all the other noises. But when I'm just kind of doing my thing here, hopefully this will work out, and I won't need a mic every time. All right, what'd you pick up today?
Beef jerky.
Oh, watch out behind you, the car. Beef jerky.
And some purple shampoo.
All right, have a good weekend.
You too.
The reason I am at Target tonight, not only just kind of playing around with the camera, but to complete my $100 trip. So I got to get that 40 in. It is Saturday night. So starting the video off earlier, not sure how much on Sunday I'll record, but wanted to get a good chunk of it today because of the Punisher and because I need to get that $40. So I'm going to start shopping. We got Masters of the Universe. We got X-Men. We got G.I. Joe. Look at this. Where's the Turtles? On the other side. We just need a Thundercats, and we would have everything from our childhood. I kind of like this manual. I mean, there'll be a time where I'll stop talking so much about the video, about the camera, but just kind of getting my bearings. I have a lot better feel for it since I left GameStop. Once I realized why, like the gimbal was actually facing up. So like when I was trying to if I was trying to record this right here, it was actually that high up. Like it was pointed that high. So looking at that Simpsons, I'm like, what is going on? It's because there was something that I had to fix on the right hand side of this screen. So now that I've figured that out, this is going to be a lot better. This is more my style, just kind of going up to something and just kind of showing it. So the gimbal does move, so I guess it's just going to be less bouncy. We need a Thundercats beat 'em up game. I have a pretty good idea on what I'm going to use the $40 for, along with I do have a $15 gift card that I'll probably combine. Might pick up Madden. So going to wrong way. Going to, at least it works right. Like when I want to go down, it will go down. I don't know why I tried to go up there, but there we go. When I get Madden, probably use my Target. So that'll be the kind of a runner-up to the Punisher review, providing I get my 40. When this started with the whole spend 40, I said there's gonna be a time where I'm gonna have to go, and I waited until the 11th hour. Tonight is when that ends, and I'm so out of it. Shopping, it's a totally different feel than in the morning when there's hardly anybody here. Like it's a different crowd, and it's weird. I feel tired, but I'll know that at least I'll get that 40, and I'll be able to get Madden with it. The 40, the $15 gift card, instead of getting another action figure. I'm content with the Punisher. I want Madden, and we'll just give us something to play. I am skipping a live stream tonight to get used to this camera because there's an obligation that I have to do tomorrow afternoon. So that's why I'm shooting now. Might shoot a little bit tomorrow, and then have my afternoon and evening available, so I can make that commitment. So that's why, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do. There's a fly over here, the live stream. And I made my final $100 shopping. Actually spent $60, and I'll have to go back out tomorrow because they didn't have the Fairlife, but I got my $40. So probably we carry a little bit of Sunday. This is what I got for $160. So it's just it's unbelievable, isn't it? And exiting out into the night. We'll see how this picks up the nighttime. I love the glow. It looks cool. This is a good quality camera, and the more I use it, I'll get used to it. Just like that. I can control it. So instead of me moving my hand around with the camera, it's my thumb. It's moving the joystick up and down, or left and right, or into a curve. My camera was, if the sun when we started the video off, you know, if I went to GameStop with all the windows in there to get, like, you know, to have, if I would have been holding up the bag, the sun would have came in, and, you know, I would have had to move around to get a better angle. This is going to adjust the light better, and it's going to focus better, so should be a lot better quality. I just got to get used to the feel. But yeah, it does a great job at night. And look at that. When it spins, I love how that just makes it look blue. Even in low lighting, it looks pretty good. Something like this, if I was going to do a review, at home, I would use my cell phone, but I might actually use this for more than I would have used my previous. So yeah, I mean, imagine, you know, getting some more lighting here and just, you know, doing the review with this camera might be the way to go. Yeah, future video, we'll revisit Frank Castle War Journal, and Loki, you can check him out very soon. We'll put him next to Spidey. We'll pick up this video where we left off tomorrow. There we go. You know, it might be opposite. When I'm facing the other way, maybe that's what it is with the joystick. Like I gotta just kind of like muscle memory in your mind of, it might be the opposite. If I'm pressing down, that it might actually go up. So it might be different when it's facing me versus facing the other way, but we're going to start off tomorrow. I do have to go back out to the store, check out some other things. So it's not going to be just, you know, a late night Saturday video, but I'm going to call it a night for now. And when we pick this back up, it'll be Sunday. Day 2 with the new camera, riding with the co-pilot. I'm going to get a second coffee for this video. Got to start off Sunday with some Dunkin'. New plush at Dunkin'. You got the cold brew dog toy along with the donut dog toy. I'm gonna have to get one of these for Wes. I'll have to grab one of these later on in the week. It's got the bag here. To decide which one would be best for Wes. Probably the cold brew. Have you sold a lot of these yet? Oh, nice. Didn't know they squeaked. Of course, the donut comes with the bag. Put something in here. I'm thinking, is that Velcroed on? No. Actually, okay, the bag is separate. The donut comes loose. I'm thinking the cold brew for him. I think Wes is a cold brew guy. All right, a hot coffee along with, we got a little surprise here. We'll reveal later on in the video. So, tough decision, but be cautious. This is very, very hot. So that's what we like. A little hot coffee Sunday morning at Dunkin'. It was 59 degrees when I left the house today, so little cool start to the morning. Very hot coffee. Gonna have to go back, pick up some Fairlife. Did not get that last night. Also check a couple of things out and see how much improvement I'm gonna make with this camera today than yesterday. But still gotta be, I get confused with the up and down. Gotta just kind of get like muscle memory, like I said yesterday, of getting used to doing that. So we'll see how it goes. But I do like the clear picture. Even if the sun was shining on me right now, I'd show up a lot better than previously on X-Men. Much cooler day, 60 degrees, 8:52 in the morning. So we'll warm up a little bit throughout the day, but gonna cut it short. Got to be somewhere about between 1 and 2 o'clock today, so got a few places, we got to make the most of it. Gonna do something I have not done in a very, very long time, and that is get the car washed. And on the track, they did throw in a nice dash wipe for me. So they're always welcome. You know how dusty the dash can get. So the first video in the car wash. They were offering a promotional thing to get unlimited washes. So I said maybe in the winter when I'll be doing the rear, when the cars get so salty that I'll come here every day. But yeah, for right now, just went with the basic single wash. Every time I say I'm gonna come here, I never do. So it's good that I'm finally here. think a bird getting the car yesterday and then how dirty the dash was or the windshield was pretty much said, okay, today's going to be the day we're finally going to get it clean. So this is my favorite car wash. It's Jilly's. And coming here, when I do wash, I've been coming here. It's just been a very long time. And it's nice that they're open this early on a Sunday. Get the hot lava effect here. It will be so nice to have a clean car. The windshield, there was so many spots. Like I wanted to get a shot when we started day 2 here and I couldn't. I mean, it was just so dirty and everything is showing up really good on this camera and you would have saw it all. So when I zoomed in on Val earlier, I wanted to go back up, but I just couldn't. It was just so dirty, but not anymore. I should just raise up here. Remember the commercial? Maybe 98, 99, late 90s. Gentleman was washing a blue Silverado Chevy truck and he was going to sell it. He had a for sale sign on there. And after washing it by hand, he took a step back and decided to keep it. That's how I'm feeling right now. It looks good. Decided to put in a mobile order at McDonald's. Gonna get big breakfast with hotcakes and passing on the coffee. Just got the Dunkin', so I didn't want to bring the coffee in here. And I didn't want a soda or something else, so just gonna run inside here, eat breakfast quick, maybe kind of check out how the camera will do on kind of a little mini foodie. And order 617, it was waiting for me when I walked in. Worked out great. This might be where the microphone comes in handy because this is a little bit further out, and honestly at this point I can't tell. Got the silverware, the hash brown, there's some syrup, some butter in there. I can't tell if the mic, the volume with just the camera will work out well. The tripod, on the other hand, is working out perfect. This does sit, I guess, about as equally as high as my previous camera. It's just I don't have to like slant anything because it's all controls with the thumb. But went with the big breakfast with hotcakes. I was gonna get a meal, but I just didn't want to have another coffee when my Dunkin' was still pretty hot. So stopped, got a car wash, drove around. I was gonna go to a store, and then I decided, you know what, because of the Fairlife, I didn't want it to sit in the car longer. Thought, you know, we'll go to McDonald's and kind of decide from there. Would like to stop at Best Buy, so Best Buy hasn't opened yet, and just want to show off the camera to Shaq. But we'll see how this ends up turning out volume-wise. I know picture-wise, pretty confident, but hopefully I'm coming through pretty good with the voice, and not weak. Not really sure where the mic is on this camera, to be honest with you. I also like the fact that I can just zoom in just like that. So what's going on is you just picture this screen right here. This is how the screen is looking at the bottom of the camera that I'm looking at, the lens that I'm looking at. And on this side there are two options. There's a zoom, and then there's a manual. So I have to click that every time. So I'm basically staring at this box and pressing everything. So I'm just getting kind of used to the icon. So if I see that right now there's a plus, that is to go up and down, left and right with the joystick. When I go back and it's just arrows, that's when I zoom in and I can zoom out. So I just zoomed in, and now I have set it again. So if I want to just use the thumb, I can use it. So it's cool to set those options. Where'd my hash brown go? And as far as the battery life, when I finished the video yesterday, when we did the shot in the kitchen with the Punisher, I was about 68%. I think the battery that comes with this would have been enough, would have been sufficient to do this video. But I charged it this morning back to 100% because you never know. I might have actual additional takes of the same things just because I didn't have it completely right yet. It's not like I have control with my hand. It's all about you know, the gimbal kind of doing what it wants. So right now, it is positioned like it's not following me, like it is locked in place, which I'm used to that. Like that's gonna take me some time to get used to when it does follow me around, and how to set that and then set it back to where we are now. So just a learning curve. And the McDonald's lamb meal is still going on. Had it once, not sure I'll get it again, but it's a pricey one. About $17 to get it all, but the shake is really good. Here was the tripod I was using in there. Worked out really good. Just went on the bottom. Did not bring the extra battery with me. Just a little small extender, which is about half the size of this. It is on the end of this camera, but yeah, you need this if you're gonna stand it up. It's gonna be kind of, you know, the Leaning Tower Pisa thing, but yeah, it worked out really good with this tripod. There's just so many attachments. It's like the Transformer camera. Decided to stop at Walmart just to take a look at their new display on the Hasbro on all of the Marvel, the G.I. Joes, the Transformers. See if there's anything showing up here. Do like the new theming though. It's pretty cool to see this. I have not seen any more of those, the comic verse, other than Target. So the Omega Red and War Machine supposedly are supposed to be at Walmart, along with another G.I. Joe figure that I'm on the hunt for a friend. If I see him, I'll pick him up. Yeah, here's some of the new toys that should be showing up here. So yeah, this is the one that, hoping that stores will end up carrying this. So a bunch of pre-orders on the new Crystal Ball G.I. Joe had been canceled, then they showed up at stores, so very confusing. Also Masters of the Universe and Thundercats Worlds Collide. We need a Thundercats beat 'em up. Got the Masters of the Universe coming. There's Lionel. I feel like Battle Cat's gonna be the hardest one to find. Also they have Fane Man, Masters of the Universe, and Grizzlor. Recently, Todd McFarlane was at a Walmart showing where all of his McFarlane DC are going to be kept, and he pulled out the Cyborg Superman. And he wasn't kidding. I haven't seen this one. This is, you know, the classic blue and gray Batman, and then you have all in black. Very cool. Kind of the chase, both of them the same back. So the DJI that I've basically been using the last, you know, day and a half here of the same video would be the $729.99. This is over at Costco right now. The cheapest that I have seen this since everything has just basically went up. This is right here. What we're looking at is a little extender that's on right now. That's the tripod that I used at McDonald's. There's the battery I didn't bring with me today, but I had with me yesterday. And then the case that I'm putting this into whenever I go back into the car. Everything here is what I have except the microphone. Actually, this comes with a little SD card too, so that's I had to buy that separately. So you do get the SD card, but you don't get a microphone. So depending on how this turns out, we'll decide if I'm going to have to result in using a mic, because I'm really used to not having one at all. But yeah, definitely Costco, best deal if you're looking for this camera. I remember when these first showed up and I was like, they're gonna go quick. They are, you know, advertising the Mario Party, but for $52.99, it is in fact Donkey Kong Bonanza, and still plenty of them here. And of course, the big elephant in the room is the Stern Star Wars pinball. Getting a lot of attention today, especially being right by the entrance when they walk in. Someone's coming right up to it now. Priced at $47.99.99. The first chance I've had to just kind of come up and just kind of show it off with the new camera. It's a pretty cool pinball, and definitely catching everybody's eye. Shaq, I was just coming to see you at Best Buy, and here you are at Costco, making your rounds, showing up here, and Walmart. Do like this render of Shaq too, DJ Diesel. Costco on a Sunday is an absolute madhouse. And unfortunately, the Switch 2 out of stock once again. So over at Best Buy, it is $979.99 for the same that we just saw at Costco, except you get that microphone. And you got to factor in the mic is going to be, I mean, this one right here is $349.99. I mean, you got to imagine that. You know, it's $100, $150 for the mic, but I might not need it. So I'm hoping that I can just get away with just using this. That's what the mic looks like. So it's a little bit different than the one you can buy for $349.99. I think comes with two, plus a case charger. This one just is going to plug in the same way as the camera, but yeah, a little different than what Costco was selling. About $200 cheaper. Go Epic Shack. And that's going to do it for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Shaq, what do you think of the new camera? You're looking good. Thanks for bearing with me. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the new camera, but get in the hang of it. But I do like how I look. Hopefully I'm sounding okay. There was one thing that I did rewatch last night where the camera went like this. It was facing the other way, and I was talking. And when I came back, it was weaker. And then kind of lose myself here. It was weaker, and hopefully when I do that, it's not taking away. That's how it kind of works with the phone. When the screen is going one way and I'm filming this direction, my voice is weaker than if I was looking at the actual phone talking. So there's a Superman at the end over here on the TV. You can see him. This is as much as I can zoom. Yeah, just notice that. Can you guess what it is? Wes loves his Frappuccino. I call it a cold brew at the store.
Wes, look. No, you fool. Look at me. Wes, eyes up. Let me see your coffee. Let me see your coffee.